as a managing director of a large tech company, what sort of changes have you seen in Thailand's tech industry for the past decade?
I think we have more and more female leaders compared to a decade ago. I give you an example. Microsoft operates in almost 200 countries, only 8 female country GM. When I compare it now, you get to see a lot of female leaders step up and running IT company, which is a good trend and good sign.
What would be the most common challenge in terms of encouraging female leadership in such tech companies?
I think, most of female leaders, they don't want to step up. And I have to encourage female leaders to make sure that they have the seat at the table. Because if you compare, right, female leaders, they look at qualification. If there are 5 qualifications and they only have 4, they won't apply for it. Compared to male in IT, even they have 3, they sell the idea of why we should pick them, even though they don't have the other 2. As a leader, I don't count how many followers I have, but I rather count how many female leaders that I promote.
Since you've been mentoring many of the female leaders, what has been holding these women back?
I think what I've seen as a common theme is the self-esteem, right? Often that, they perceive as they're not good enough. When I did the interview for the role, I use it as a way to ask question of these female leaders. What would you say if somebody told you that you don't fit the norm? A lot of them keep telling, the story of, we will work hard. We will, we are good learner, right? We will try harder. But instead of focusing on their strength, that's not necessary. They're trying to fit the mold. There's nothing wrong with being different. I remember walking into the room, and when I introduced myself as a country managing director, the comment I had back then was that you don't look like country managing director. And I said, what do you expect me to look like? It's not easy, right? When somebody said to you that you don't look like, a standard type, it takes years. Because if I were to look back, right, even though I've been with a global company that promoting diversity, nobody liked me. So to make sure that when I say things, it creates an impact, people listen, that's double as hard. Because as a female, it's already hard enough to get people to listen to you. Being an Asian woman, it's not easy. So I just have to make sure that I'm okay with me being different.
Since you're in this IT tech industry for many decades, how has your leadership style changed in order to adapt with such a fast-paced industry?
Big time. I often make joke, right? When people ask me what degree I had, I said I had history of IT. Because I graduated a long time ago, right? With a computer engineering degree. But when you actually graduated a long time ago, technology changed so rapidly. Just like you said, right? So you just have to be open-minded. You have to be willing to listen. And so I had to change. So instead of, being somebody who know it all, I have to make sure that, I learn it all. And I'm open to learn from the young generation, and that's how I keep up with the change that's happening in the IT industry.
What sort of changes do you hope to see in terms of female leadership, especially after the Global Summit of Women?
I think Thailand, if you look at the statistic, right, we're doing better in terms of female leaders. However, if you look at the number of female sitting in the board director, not many, right? So I hope that in Thailand, you get to promote, a qualified female leader in the board meeting. I'm a firm believer, right, that the company will be much better if you have a diverse group of people. So I hope that in Thailand, we increase more and more female leaders in the boardroom, and that's something we're pushing for.